ago, in the village of Llandysul in Wales, there was a small cottage where a young couple wanted to make their home. The place had stood empty for many years. It was down by the river, in the darkest place in this quaint little town. His name was Hugh, hers was Lowry, and every day he would go out and fish to bring home his catch to sell at market, while she made this shell of a place a home. There was a hearth, there was a table, there was a bed, and that's all they needed. But at the back of the house, there was a small room that she wanted to make a place where visitors could stay. The house was almost ready. It was a place she dreamed it would be. But when she finished the last room, she placed a small vase with a flower in it on the windowsill and sat on the bed and cried a single tear of happiness. The sun was setting outside. It was the time between times, the time it's neither night nor day, but the sun has gone and the sky is grey, and Hugh would be home any minute. When suddenly she felt a presence behind her shoulder. The hairs on the back of her neck started to stick up, and from nowhere she heard a voice. "Here your teeth, here your nose, here dwi'n aros am around. Long is the day and long is the night, and long I wait for around." Lowry shot up. She turned around. There was nobody there. She felt every bone in her body run chill cold. She felt her blood dry up in her heart. She did not know what was there. She left the room and closed the door and leant against it, and then heard the furniture start to move with a scratch and a scrape along the stone ground. Then the vase, she could hear it falling and smashing to the ground. And the voice cried out again, "Here your teeth, here your nose, here dwi'n aros am around." The next morning she opened the room and everything was perfect inside. Nothing had happened. But every night at the same time, the voice cried out the same words. "Long is the day and long is the night, and long I wait for around." The place of their dreams had become a place of nightmares. They lived in the front room, terrified to go to the back. She locked the door with a huge padlock and kept it that way. Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months, months turned to a whole year and a day. Hugh was still out fishing. The sun was starting to set, the moon was starting to rise, when there came a knock at the door. Lowry answered, and there in the doorway was a man wearing a long coat, a tricorn hat with a great sack over his shoulder. "Do you mind if I come in? Do you have any food? I have travelled far. I have further still to go." "Come in," she said, for there is always a welcome in these small places. She sat him by the fire. She made him a bowl of cawl. And they chatted and they talked as the moon rose. "Do you have anywhere I can stay tonight? I don't mind. It could be anywhere." "We have a room at the back. No one stayed there before, but you are most welcome to it." "Thank you." She unlocked the door. The man went in and sat on the bed, placed his bag on the ground, took off his hat. "I am sorry. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Arown." Lowry closed the door, sat with her back to it, and waited for the voice. But it did not come. She waited for the sounds, the scratching, the tearing, the turning, but none of it came. The next morning she opened the door, and the visitor was gone, vanished. and the single flower in the vase on the windowsill was now on the bed. The voice was not heard again. Hir yw'r dydd, a hir yw'r nos, a hir dwi'n aros am arawn. And Hugh and Lowry lived forever happy in that house by the river. The place that dreams are made of. It's totally empty now. But when the sun sets and the moon rises, at the time between times, the time it's neither night nor day, but the sun has gone and the sky is grey. They say if you go down there and listen ever so closely and carefully, you can hear the voice, still crying on the wind, waiting for Arawn. One of my favourite ghost stories. We thank my friend Dr Delyth Badder for finding that one in an old book, lost away somewhere. But these tales are not meant to stay there. They are meant to be told. And that's why I tell it to you right now. Thank you.